Hey, Francisco, my friend, how are we doing today?
Hey, Marky, good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing pretty good. Had some good internal meetings. We've been going through everything we've been learning with RevSure. Just use a lot of views actually for our QBR, which was pretty insightful. Our leadership team was really excited to learn what's up next for us to learn today.
That's awesome to hear. It seems like it's the wave of QBR season, right? Here, there, and everywhere.
Exactly.
Right, as you're saying QBR, right? One of the things that comes to mind that we recently enabled on your RevSure tenant is pipeline projections. And what this gives that into is not only how much, right, is how much pipeline based on what we see today, how much pipeline is your company going to create, but also, right, with all this pipeline that we're creating, how are we walking into that next quarter? Do I have enough coverage, right? Am I doing enough to set up my team, to set up my organization for success? And wrapping that all together by also seeing how much have I closed one today and how much am I going to close one, right? What is that projection?
Yeah, no, this is great. So let me go ahead and share my screen and you can walk me through all the fun, exciting stuff.
Wonderful.
All right.
Wonderful.
I think I saw something came up, yeah, under pipeline predictability, right? So we're going to be looking at projections here today.
Yep. Projection, the future of success.
Love it. All right. So what am I looking at here?
Sure. So here, right, and we'll dive into the different elements, but just to give you insight, right, the model, right, and the projections and the calculations that we're seeing is all based on your company data, right? And we take the last 3 years of your data and we pair that with machine learning and heuristics. Heuristics meaning, factors such as seasonality to come up with these projections. And every single quarter, we back test our projections against your historical data, right? Not only for accuracy, but to also improve the model, right? Every single quarter over quarter.
Yeah, that's great.
Wonderful, right? So what we're seeing here, Marky, is we're looking at pipeline generation, right? We're looking at of what was created in Q2, right? How that can close at any moment in time. And if we go into the total projection, right? Because one of the biggest things is we never want to be a black box, right? We never want you to see a number and be like, how are you coming up with this?
This is great. I can see some of the machine learning done here and some of the AI power that's really understanding projections from the funnel, it's been generated, and everything within here.
Correct. And just to give you that extra insight, right, going left to right. So generated pipeline is the pipeline as of today, right? So created in Q2 and closing anytime. The projection from the funnel is the dollar value of pipeline projected to get added in the selected time period from the current funnel.
Right.
While the demand gen potential is the dollar value of opportunities and leads. They're not yet in the funnel, but are projected to get added to the pipeline in the selected created period, right? So it's not only what you have today, but it's what you have today, what's in the funnel, and what's going to be added to the funnel.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I can see it's adding all three of these to have the total projections.
Exactly. So if you click on the X, and next, let's take a look at the win rate, right? Because what comprises, right, how we know what's going to close, right? What's influencing that pipeline, right? Ultimately to close. So if you click on factors, right? Here we're able to see opportunity type, opportunity industry. Where was that even sourced from, right? So it's not just one single factor, it's all of these factors that we can see that positively or negatively influence the win rate.
Yeah, that's great. I can see everything from a super high level.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, if you just, you can just click there. And if you scroll a little bit down on this page, right? So here we see the trend lines, right? So you can see up to the current date, right? How is that trend looking? And you can see it from a daily, monthly level.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yep. So if you scroll up, Marky, and then click on pipeline readiness, So pipeline readiness, right, is how ready is your pipeline, right? How ready am I to crush this
Yeah.
next quarter? So here what we're seeing, Marky, is we're seeing, right, walk-in pipeline is what is the pipeline that we're going to walk into that next quarter, right? So how's everything that I'm doing today, how's that then going to feed into the future?
I can see that. Yes, the walk-in to the current, some adjusted here, pipeline till date, full quarter projection.
Exactly. Exactly. And then if you click on booking readiness, right? Because pipeline is great, it always is, but we always want to know of how much of that pipeline, how much have we closed today, and how much do we project that's going to close. And here we see Q2 FY26 and also Q3. Of course, there isn't any current booking, right? Because we haven't gone there yet, but so far our results look good, right? It's increasing in the total projection of how much your company is going to close.
That's great. So then if we stay on the same path, then I would expect to have over 2.28 in current bookings since we have about 500,000 more in total projections, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all great. Yeah, I think this is all good stuff I can bring back to my team. And as always, appreciate all the insights, all the great things RevSure is bringing to me and the team.
Of course. Thank you, Marky, and always great to see you.
Likewise, have a great rest of your Friday.
You too.